Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today happens to be the Birthday Boy. This is Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. He has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Superchat family for about 3 years now. He comes from the UK. He's literally celebrating his birthday today, and in 3 hours after Superchat, we will go over and raid his live stream that's already set up. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you will be able to meet more friends and family members for your own channel whenever you visit them for premieres or live streams like we will see later today. So a very extended opportunity to continue meeting friends and family members today. Thank you, Jarrett Talks. Their birthday was on Saturday, so happy belated birthday to Jarrett Talks as well. He's been a longtime friend now. And I'm sure Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More will appreciate the happy birthday messages. He's got a bit of a busy day, but he will be streaming in a few hours. So he's working on 1,900 subscribers right now. And what we find on his channel is a lot of train videos, as you can imagine. And he does a great job of posting frequently, as a matter of fact. So he's got a couple of new videos, one from yesterday. I'm just going to put this in my catch-up list so I can make sure I try to stay caught up with him. He is monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He also brings a lot of vlogging. Now, when he does his train videos, they might be of the trains themselves, the stations they depart from. He could be indoors, he could be outdoors, he could be taking a trip, or he could be giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. And then as well, in his vlogs, he might be outdoors taking us on an adventure. He might be doing an unboxing or shout out video. He does a lot of live streaming, including game night type live streams like Q&As and trivia, and sometimes he gives us channel updates and a chance to get to know Sam behind the channel even better. So hopefully everybody will connect with him if you haven't already. It's been a while since I've caught a stream from him, a couple of months already, so I'll be looking forward to today. I've got his notification on for today's live stream, and like I said, that'll be in about 3 hours from now. As well, he's got some shorts on his channel, and these have moved into now well over 2,000, even 4,000, and almost 5,000 views. So that will likely continue. And as we see with most creators, regardless of category or niche, a lot of variety in those shorts videos as well. So thank you everybody for being here. I've got quite a few names on the wheel. My Flock is Everywhere dropped a super chat before we even started. Consume the Goodness was here, but they might be stepping out. I know that this is an odd time for us to be streaming. We haven't been doing a lot of Monday streams. A lot of creators have to do different work and family obligations and things like that, but we mix up the days and times of our streams often or always so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm going to do some introductions in a moment. May Myers Family Vlogs USA is another brand new channel in the chat today, and Cheryl Nielsen is here. So hopefully you're both feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Michael's Adventures sends his regards. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator here, but he's working today. I see John H. Shelton from the UK is in the house. Scratch and PPA is in the pole position, of course. He is another beloved and dedicated moderator and a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. I've also got a lot of names on the wheel. I know we've got a few new channels in the chat, so I'll just talk about how the wheel works. We have a couple of super chatters here. My Flock is Everywhere in Washell. We'll let them skip the line and they'll be put up first before we start spinning the wheel. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then after a long period of time, probably 2 hours or so, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. I've got Yellow Shirt Dad and Home Bartending with John. They were both here before the stream started. My love, Kristen Welton, is here as a member and a moderator. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, and welcome the TNT Family Show. We're both early. Butler Family Farm and Just Jason Keto and more came in about the same time. Holly's Adventures and Follow the Bradley's Fun are both here, and the Bud Family and VS Speaks Royally are all on the wheel. If I've missed any members, I'll get them on in a quick moment. Thank you for the highlighted milestone messages, by the way. Welcome to TNT Family Show and Butler Family Farm. I appreciate those. You'll notice they knocked some life off of our stream boss as well. And I know we've got quite a few more introductions to do, so I'll appreciate everybody's patience. Canadian Family Life is first in the door almost every single day. And Destination Fun is a longtime friend who brings us travel and cruising channels and friends behind those channels to enjoy here in the Tuber Chat family. Dutchfly 61 is a skywatching channel. Hannah Rose is here, as well as Carrie Leonard, who's been here every day since finding us. Lady Lucy 4 is back in the house. Nova Real Show is in the house as well. And Wazhell is going to come up right after My Flock is Everywhere because of the super chat that they dropped. Kokomo Joe 13. I realized last night I must be pronouncing that name wrong all the time. I keep saying Coco Mojo 13, but I realized last night it's Kokomo Joe 13. So I'll get that right from now on. And him and his cousin Big Dude are with us every day as well. So I've got you on the wheel. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If I did, I'll get them on the wheel right away. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I see GJ Journeys is coming in. Cake No Eat Meat Day with cherry on top and more is ready to chat. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I should go over one quick change that we're going to make. Marketplace Boutique, forgive me, I missed you in the chat. Let me get you onto the wheel right away. And My Flock is Everywhere. Thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. You'll be up next because of that. Wayne's World Unlimited is dropping one as well. And I really do appreciate this extra generous support. Things like super chats and memberships here are absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. We'll let those channels skip the wheel. And yeah, follow the Bradley's Fun, number 620. So I hope we remember that number because I'm going to go over a small speech right now. Most of you know there's no such thing as a small speech, but we'll try. So I'm going to start trying to change the wheel and the way that that works today. We'll just give it a try for a while and see how it works out. But what I will do is hopefully after the first break, if I remember, otherwise the mods will probably help me. We'll get it done within the first hour to hour and a half. I'd like to do it during the first break. I'm going to add a section to the wheel, and it's going to be called Clear the Wheel. And what that's going to do is it'll still come up randomly in amongst the channels we're going to look at. When it comes up, I will wipe all of the names off the wheel. That doesn't include super chatters because they go up automatically, right, or gifted memberships. But members who are on the wheel will be wiped, and then I will re-add those names to the wheel based on who's here. The reason why we have to do this now is because Tuber Chat has got overwhelmingly busy, and I really do appreciate everybody's support, of course, but we struggle with the idea that I can't extend the streams over 3 hours. Most of you know I talk endlessly for 3 hours, but that's all the voice can take. So we've got to find a way in the fairest way possible to calm things down. So we'll give that a try. It's an idea I've been considering for a while, and my love Kristen Welton and I were talking about that over the weekend. So we'll give it a try today, see how it works out. But I think it's the fairest thing we can do. Controversial Cruising is in the house, and let's get them on the wheel. Because they happen to be a member, and Popping the Popcorn is here. That's Katie, and she reviews movies on her channel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody again, and we'll get moving through channels starting right now. So My Flock is Everywhere dropped a couple of super chats already, but one of those was before we even started. So let's see what they've got going on their channel for today. And in the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So My Flock is Everywhere has 667 subscribers right now. They are obviously, pardon me, well on the road towards 700. Let's see what they've got going on for videos. A couple of Tuber Chat shout outs, so thank you for that. I just want to remind everybody, always be careful if you're going to take anything from a stream that's already out there, because the copyright system is automatic, and it's very possible to find strikes and things like that. You should be okay with these. I know they're there. But you want to keep that kind of thing to a minimum, although I do appreciate the shout-outs, of course. Now, My Flock is Everywhere has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time now, and one of the things I notice about this channel is that they're out supporting other creators all the time. I run into them constantly, especially when I'm finding channels that are talking about the unknown. Could be paranormal, it could be UFOs, it could be other types of polarizing content. And it's always wonderful to talk about how supportive somebody is, because I would love for everybody to get that support coming back for them after they connect with them. Andre Southgate, good to see you here. When we get into the shorts videos on this channel, we see that some of these have really moved now into well over 2,000 views, which is great to see. And forgive me, X1, I almost forgot to mention your super chat there, but luckily we caught it. I'm going to put your channel up in a few minutes after Wayne's World Unlimited for the same reason. So thank you for that. X1's done that before. Rem to Big, good to see you here. When we look at the and pardon me, Mountain of Inspiration, good to see you here. I try to bounce back and forth, catching up with the chat as well as we're talking about channels here. Danny Days Ahead, good to see you. And most of you who live stream know as well as I do, if you don't say hello to everybody in the chat right away, you might miss everybody, and I certainly don't want to do that. Now, My Flock is Everywhere has some shorts, like I said, getting into well over 2,000 views, even 2,300 here. They live stream frequently, you can see that, so it seems to be at least once a week, sometimes more often, and then I find them in other people's live streams, supporting them all the time, at least in the chats. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I know you'll enjoy that support coming back like I was talking about. Wazhell is coming up. They dropped a super chat also, so thank you, My Flock is Everywhere, and thank you, Wazhell, for those super chats. Thank you, Dark Swordsman Gaming, who's dropping one right now, and we've got a couple more channels to go through before we start spinning the wheel. I just want to clean up my list for a second here. And one of the things that they have available now, when you have super stickers, they just come through like they always have. But when you have a super chat with a message, you have the opportunity to give it a little like click the heart in there, which is kind of cool now. It's an added feature. And Nez Lover, I see you coming in. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk about Wazhell in a second. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. Good to see you here. Buy, Sell, Thrift with Viv might be brand new to Tuber Chat. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And let's look at what Wazhell's going on right now. Pardon me, I got to remember to drink, especially when I'm talking so rapidly. So Wazhell is working on 1,700 subscribers, and they've got some new videos here. I can see I'm behind. I don't know how I got so behind. I'm just going to grab the latest one Actually, I'll grab the second latest because it's got some more watch time in it. Just a few more minutes, but every minute matters, right? I'll take this latest video, the cheapest PlayStation games. I'll put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. And then we see, like I said, 1,700 subscribers. Let's see what they're doing with gameplay shorts videos. These have gotten into 14,000, 28,000. One breakout shorts with Rick Astley. Interesting. Over 430,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams as well are frequent on the channel. Usually gameplay, a few talking head videos. And hopefully everybody will enjoy those when you get there. And Wazhell has dropped a super chat, so we put their channel up right away. They've done that countless times. So thank you for that again. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Wayne's World Unlimited is coming up next for the same reason, so thank you both. Chevy Attic, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Holly's Adventures just gifted a membership, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I know that Dutchfly61 will be happy to have that membership. They've been a membership before. And for that reason, we'll put Holly's Adventures up on the screen right after Dark Swordsman Gaming, because we're treating those gifted memberships like super chats these days. And if Dutchfly61 is still in the house, I'll put them on the wheel right away. They were here at the beginning, not sure if they're still in the house. And then Wayne's World Unlimited comes to us from the UK. They're usually outdoors, giving us a look around and a story to be told. And we'll see what they've been up to. They've got some shorts here, and they're posting frequently, but some of their shorts have really moved. So they're into 5,000 views and beyond. One over 7,500, and a breakout shorts over 238,000 views, which is great to see. You get an idea of some of the variety that we're going to find from Wayne's World Unlimited here. And like I said, he's often taking us outdoors for a look around or a story to be told. You can see this as a dynamic creator, but as well, he often brings outtakes into his videos and makes special videos so that we can enjoy those specifically. This creator is working on 500 subscribers. They're going to have it any day now at 475. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther today. Wayne's World Unlimited is here with us just about every day as well. And hopefully everybody will connect with him so you can enjoy the support that comes back from this creator. Thank you again, Wayne's World Unlimited, for the super chat. I really do appreciate the extra support. Like I said, he's done that many times before, so has X1. So we'll get that channel up on the screen right away as well. I think I saw It's the Bankroll coming into the house. They're going to help us with our finances, which is great when we think about monetization. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of that revenue when it comes in through monetization? Pardon me while I scan through the chat here. X1, I think it, if I look through my browser history, I should be able to get to X1. X1, was that it? There it is, yes. Scratch and PPA picked up on that the other day. The handle, let me just fire it in the browser again. That should save for me afterwards. What you'll find if you're on a computer is after you've typed in somebody's handle to find their channel, you often will have that in the history and be able to find it that much easier. Trish the Natural's in the house. I'm going to come on the wheel. I just got to scan the chat for a quick second here. We got to make sure our robots showed up when I asked them. Bottissimo, Nightbot, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements are all in the house. Now, hopefully Bottissimo has given us the messages that they're supposed to. I put a new timer into Bottissimo today. Timers are those messages that roll through the chat like Nightbot often drops for people. So there it is. Yes, Bottissimo is doing what it's supposed to. And Kokomo Joe 13, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really do appreciate that. He's dropped super chats and super stickers numerous times here. And thank you. So we'll put your channel up on the screen with your cousin Big Dude right after Holly's Adventures. Thank you for the extra generous support. M&T Living and Cooking is in the house. Good to see you here. Backlash Fisherman happens to be a member. We will look at his channel along with his wife, Coastal Water, when that comes up. And right now we're looking at X1. So let's see what they've got going on their channel. They got some shorts front and center, so we'll look at these first. It looks more like video gameplay than anything else to me right now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy what they've got going on. Some of their views on these have gotten into well over 2,000 views, 2,500, and one of them over 5,100, which is great to say. Great to see. Yeah, Butler Family Farm is monetized now, and they had a monetization celebration that we were waiting for actually for a while, and they did that on Saturday. So I was happy to peek in there, and forgive me because I was out. I knew I'd be driving. I did catch you. You're doing a giveaway. For the life of me, I can't remember what you were giving away at the moment. It'll probably come to me at some point. But more listening while driving, while I was out doing what I had to do. But I was happy to be able to peek in there right at the beginning or right before you started. And it's always my pleasure. So as an idea for everybody here in the Tuber Chat family, when you have special events like birthdays, celebrations like anniversaries, and monetization celebrations, which almost everybody does here, just please make sure I know. You can reach out anytime, either here in the streams or on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and hopefully I'll get in there. I try not to miss anybody's monetization celebrations. Tips World Talks, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Canadian family life, I can't imagine what could be wrong. Everything on my end should be okay. We've got a little bit of light rain by the look of it when I peek out my window. Hopefully that doesn't mean anything's going to happen to the internet. Today, again, I'm close to Toronto, and we have that fiber optic 5G, good, crazy internet stuff. Be Amazing Sylvia is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel as well. She's been here just about every day lately as well. And then, yeah, monetization celebrations are something I wish for everyone. You have to make the right decision as to whether you're going to do it. In most cases, I think everybody really should, because it gives everybody else a chance to celebrate for you. The same way that you probably think to yourself, you're happy for your friends when they're getting, you know, accomplishing goals, reaching milestones, getting monetized, and things like that. Even if you're not necessarily the kind of person who likes to celebrate their own thing, I think a lot of us wish to celebrate for others more than ourselves, but you giving people the chance to celebrate with you, I think, is a great way to get a little bit back from what you've been giving in the YouTube streets. But you're also giving. You're giving people a chance to get to celebrate with you, you know, and it always feels good, I think, to everybody as well. And then Canadian family life. Yeah, hopefully it'll be okay, though. X1, we're looking forward to more videos. So I got your latest one. I know it's very short, but I put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see what you've done there as well. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then Butler Family Farm will do another celebration stream at 2,500 subscribers. And I'm always happy to hear things like that, because you know that these creators have in their mind, they know they're going to get to that milestone. Some of us, when we started, might have thought like, oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to have thousands of subscribers. But sure enough, here in the Tuber Chat family, not because of us, but because of the generosity between each other, everybody can get to pretty much as they want within reason. I believe any channel that wants 10,000 subscribers can eventually have it. 100,000 only becomes questionable because that can take years, and we don't know what the world or YouTube is going to look like in 3 years. The last 3 years have shown us that. And Yes, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I hope everybody will keep an eye on the chat. Our robots occasionally will come by with messages, but the wheel is going to go through a small change. It'll be significant, but a slight change, and we'll see that. We'll do that in about 5 minutes, actually. And then Patilla number 2, good to see you in the house. And it's the bankroll, yeah. So when members, one of the things that I try to do is over-deliver and under-promise, right? If that makes sense. And what that means is that you're, when you think about memberships and what you're going to be able to do for people, you really have to think ahead about what you're going to do if your channel gets into 100 members or 200 members or 1,000 members, because anything's possible, right? Are you going to be able to make good on the promises that you make in the beginning when it gets that busy and that overwhelming? Because I wish that for everybody that wants it. Now, at the same time, what I think is always a great idea in any marketing of any kind is that if you are able to add more value to people than you promise them, that's always a big bonus. And I think that's a small part of the magic here in Superchat, right? So I don't tell everybody that a part of a membership is going to be that your channel's going to have those slides at the bottom corners of the screen. It's just something extra that's done so that people will notice. Like at some point, say, oh wow, I get a little bit of extra exposure. All that's really doing is giving people something to see. It's constantly changing the screen. But when somebody gets to your channel for the first time, they might already recognize it. It's very much like hearing a song on the radio. The song's probably been out for a month. And when you hear it, you're like, wow, you know, I really like this song. What you don't realize is you might have already heard it in a grocery store. You might have already heard it on somebody else's, let's say, radio station or somebody else's playlist. Not always, but you know what I mean. Most of us didn't start using Twitter until it had well over 10 million members. Most of us didn't start using Facebook until 2008 or 9, right? And things like this. So it's just an idea. But these are things you don't want to promise, but they're value adds, and everybody's happy to see something that's a bonus. Most of you know that I schedule my community posts in advance. It's not only for members, not only for Super Chatters. I mix it up between members, Super Chatters, moderators, and supporters who are here for abundant lengths of time, if that makes sense. I keep statistics for every single stream. So when you look at the community posts, you will see that about 2/3 of the posts are for members. About a quarter of them are for Super Chatters and moderators. And then there are a few, usually twice a day, that are for other supporters who are able to be here and support the stream in other ways, because you have to remember, not everybody has Super Chats and memberships available, and there are a million different reasons why people may not be able to do those kinds of things. So in Super Chat, I insist on keeping everything open to everybody, and knowing that some of the people who are here that support each other in some of the non-traditional ways are some of the people who, first of all, have sent us the most friends and help the stream. Every second that we watch, every thumbs up that we give, every share that we do, and things like that. Those things can help far beyond some of the traditional things we talk about, if that makes sense. Annabelle TV's in the house. I'm going to get them up onto the wheel right now because they happen to be a member. I'm going to try to get moving and get through some more channels. So Dark Swordsman Gaming dropped a super chat, so we've got them up right away. We've got a couple more channels to go through before we start spinning the wheel, but it won't be long now. This creator brings us video gameplay, and they really mix it up. They've got Final Fantasy often on their channel, but they've also got things like, I believe, Stardew Valley. Did I say that last time? I think they have those in live streams, right? Or am I mistaken? And yeah, there's Stardew Valley right there. Final fantasy, Fortnite. I still haven't played Fortnite, if you can believe it, and I'm hoping very soon to pull out the Xbox. I got one a few months ago, and try some multiplayer live streams on my other channel. We'll see if that works out, but hopefully we can get a few people to play, especially we'll find some cross-platform games. Dark Swordsman Gaming now has 148 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they're thinking about. And they mix up the video gameplay both in videos and live streams. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We can see that they're posting frequently, streaming frequently. And they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time here in Tuber Chat. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is dropping a gifted membership. And here's an example. So for all of us who are wondering, do those gifted memberships only go to people who've been in the stream and active in the stream for months or weeks or years or any of that? Tips World Talks is here for the first time and has been here for less than 30 minutes. So we just see that they picked up that gifted membership, and thank you, our Georgia Suburban Homestead, for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I'm sure they're going to appreciate receiving that, but it's random. We never know who's going to get it, but that shows you right there. I think that's the fastest one we've probably ever seen, where somebody received a gifted membership who's been here less than half an hour, but it shows. It could be somebody brand new. It could be somebody who's been with you for years. So that's just a note. We still have a few channels to look at, but it's time for us to go for our third break. And when I come back, we'll look at some more channels. Holly's Adventures is up next. We're going to talk about the change to the wheel that I'm going to make right now. And Rambling with the Brooms is in the house. Good to see you here. Be Amazing Sylvia, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. They're talking about a special live stream, I believe, that they've got coming up. And we'll look at Be Amazing Sylvia right after our Georgia Suburban Homestead. Thank you, Annabelle TV, for the highlighted milestone message, by the way. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Rambling with the Brooms is here as a member and moderator, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. And after the break, we'll give a little bit of a speech as to what's going on with the wheel that me and Bautissimo are talking about. And then we'll get back to going through some channels. Rushing Wind Mountain, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Rushing Wind Mountain will be up right after Be Amazing Sylvia for that reason. And, one thing I don't want to do is solicit memberships and super chats and things like that here. I really do appreciate the extra generous support, but it is unnecessary here. Very much appreciated, of course. But the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. It takes a very long time. But after a while, probably still another hour to hour and a half from now, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in the chat. And Rushing Wind Mountain is coming up on the wheel. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Neil Collects isn't feeling 100%. But I will put you on the wheel, yes. We're actually adding a new feature. You'll be interested to hear what that's all about in a few minutes when we get back. Hopefully everybody remembers. This is episode 620, because I got to try to remember as well, so that when we have to go back and talk about the wheel, we remember where it first started. And it's just a trial, but I have a feeling it's going to work out. I try to contemplate ideas for a long period of time before ever implementing anything. But I think we're ready to go on break. We'll come back, and we're going to look at Holly's Adventures.